What is going on, Halo fans? Luke the Notable here. You'll have to forgive me, I do have a sickness still. You might be able to tell in my voice a little bit, but we're gonna do this video regardless. Yesterday, at least when I am uploading this video, was Christmas. And whether you celebrate it or not, happy holidays. One of the best parts about Christmas, being a gamer, is Christmas noobs. Being a tip guy, I'm especially aroused around this time. New players are generally confused by the REQ system, and even some older players. So today, we're gonna be talking about REQ cards and their actual rarity. Because 343 has been lying to you. Yes, I'll be talking about REQ cards and their actual rarity. I will finally uncover the secrets that will put 343 behind bars. Just kidding. But it's pretty interesting, so you know, don't click away. I got this video idea from Sniperlock. He's another Halo YouTuber and a pretty cool guy. We actually met at a Halo tournament near me. You can check his link in the description. So let's get this thing going. I said before that today we're going to be looking at the actual rarity of REQ items in the game. Well, what do I mean by that? Well, 343 is lying to you when they say that REQs have a rare or legendary rating. In fact, these rarities are pretty much all over the place. I mean, if you had equal chance to get any rare card, you would expect that after opening, say, 200 REQ packs, you would get, you know, maybe 10 Blaze of Glories and 10 answers, but this is not the case. I'm trying to figure out some sort of pattern here, but it seems like whatever 343 did to these cards was totally human intention. It seems as if they allowed certain REQs to be rarer even in their own tier. I got data from 175 total REQ packs. The bulk of my REQ packs came from packs that you, the fans, sent me. I still get them every day, and I thank all of you for that. Unfortunately, not everyone who sent me a gold pack will show up on screen right now, but this is everyone that sent me one at the time I opened the packs for this video. In fact, it took me just over 25 minutes to open up all 175 packs. Yeah, it was pretty much the best 25 minutes of Halo 5 Guardians I've had since release. Okay, let's get down to some data. So let's start with something not so mind-blowing. For uncommon weapons, the most common weapon I got was the Hydra at 17 REQ cards total. But the lowest, that tied, I only got 6 rocket launchers and 6 Reign of Oblivion cards each. I got almost 3 times as many Hydras. What's weird is I wouldn't even call the Hydra that amazing compared to some of the other REQs at that tier, and I fully expected something like the Whiplash, the least common uncommon REQ in the tier. I actually got 13 Whiplashes. In fact, the average REQ cards I got for all uncommon weapons was 13, making the Whiplash actually a pretty average REQ. I just want to include real quick that all of the raw data that you're hearing about in this video can be found in a spreadsheet that I'm linking in the description. It's a very helpful spreadsheet that has all of the raw data that I'm using in this video. If you want to check it out for yourself, you can do it there. My data for rare and ultra rare REQs are fairly similar. There was a large difference between the most common REQs in their respective tiers and the least common. For example, for the rare tier, the most common REQ was the Talent of the Lost. I got 21 of these Talent of the Lost. The least common was the Sentinel Beam, and I only got 7 after 175 packs, guys. I said ultra rare was similar, but also more extreme. I got 25 Retina of the Mind's Eye. It'll be a pretty good REQ, but I also got only 4 Whispered Truths. That was the lowest level REQ card I got in the ultra rare tier. Now I got 4 Whispered Truths and 5 Oathsworns, which are both technically mythic rare REQ. They have this little sash in the bottom right of their REQ card that lets you know that they are technically a mythic REQ. So it makes sense that I didn't get very many of these, but I got more of the things like the Retina of the Mind's Eye, which is just a regular ultra rare. But it's weird that I only got 8 River of Light. You see, the River of Light is just a regular ultra rare card, so it wouldn't make sense that I would only get 8 of them when I only got 4 Whispered Truths, which is supposedly a mythic rarity. It all just seems kind of fairly backwards, especially since my top 4 ultra rare REQs that I got, the Retina of the Mind's Eye, Lonesome Thing, Halo 2 Beam Rifle Alpha, and White Scar are all pretty nice REQs. It doesn't make sense that these were the most common ultra rares that I got. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if something like the regular binary rifle is something that I got a ton of, but I only got 16 of the regular binary, and I got 25 of its upgraded cousin. It's all just kind of really weird. The legendary weapons are pretty much all over the place. It's crazy. So I got 16 Twins Jewels of the mirror, I don't know, however you say it. I got 16 of them. It's a pretty bad weapon. I would venture to say probably the worst legendary, so this actually makes a lot of sense. But I only got 3, 3 Nornfangs. So I literally got 5 times less Nornfangs than the Twin Jewels garbage. I think it kind of makes sense. I mean, Nornfangs are insanely good. It would make sense that we got less, but it just seems like way too much less. But what doesn't make any sense whatsoever is the least legendary REQ I got was I only got 2 Oni rocket pods? Yeah, the Oni rocket pod, the thing that you've probably never used ever. You probably sell this legendary wreck. And I only got 2 of them, as if it's like the rarest weapon in the game. Now maybe 343 is just being a cool guy and they're saying, well, this weapon is really not deserving of its legendary title. Let's make it so rare that no one will ever get it. It's just weird how some of the wrecks I got so many of. The Crift Left Hand and the Halo CE pistol I both got 12 of, while the George's Chain Gun, Prophet's Bane, and Spanker Prime I only got around 3 to 5 of. It doesn't make sense that if everything was around the same drop rate that I'm getting all of these different numbers when I'm opening so many packs. Norn Fangs are rare. That's essentially what you need to learn at the end of this video. Your odds of eating a Norn Fang out of any one pack is 1 in 58. While your chances of just getting a random legendary weapon is around 1 in 10. Now I don't want to go too in depth with vehicles because this video would be very long if I did, but I want to touch on a few things. In my data, I was seeing very similar things happening with the weapons that were also happening with the vehicles. For example, I got 20 Ghost Ultras out of 175 gold packs, but I only got 7 Temple Wraiths. Why am I getting more than double, almost triple Ghost Ultras versus Temple Wraiths? Another interesting tidbit is on Twitter, we've heard a lot of people tweeting at Sketch and Unisheck and all these other people telling them that the Oni Wasp is being particularly elusive since the update. And in 175 packs, I was only able to get 1 Oni Wasp. Now 343 members have stated that they will be making a patch to make the Oni Wasp a little bit more common, but technically right now the Oni Wasp is the rarest wreck in the game. A lot of you regard, and myself, the Phaeton Helios as one of the best wrecks in the game. This thing is unfreaking believable, but you will be very sad to know that at least in my data, the chance of any one pack holding a Phaeton Helios is 0.19%. If we compare that to the drop rate of the Oni Wasp, which has essentially a broken drop rate, and only has a drop rate of 0.007%. So the Oni Wasp, which is technically a broken wreck, has a pretty similar drop rate to the Phaeton Helios. Also, in my opinion, there are way too many Warthogs and Gun Gooses. There is no reason that I need to get 18 urban Gun Gooses and 17 woodland Gun Gooses. I would much rather have those rolls be one that could maybe get me a Phaeton Helios. Just give us 2. Regular Gun Goose, Oni Gun Goose. That's all you need, at least for those. But like I said, there is a lot of data in the description of this video. It will take you to a Google Drive file where you can download an Excel file that'll allow you to look at all of the raw data. You can compare everything. Going over each and every wreck would take way too long in this video, and we're already at 8 minutes, so I'm just gonna cut it off here. I want to thank you all for watching. I want to thank Sniperlock for the great idea. I'm so glad that I came up with this chart. It's very insightful into the rec system for me and pretty much everyone in the Halo community. If you enjoyed the video, please tell me about it down in the comments section. I love reading comments. It's my favorite part about YouTube. On screen should be some other videos of me analyzing the game. If you haven't seen them, check them out. They will really help you to understand this game, and they are very entertaining. I talk about a lot of interesting analysis of Halo 5. And with that voice crack, I think it's time for me to go. I'm going to rest my voice a little bit, so maybe, next week I'll be able to actually make a video where I'm not completely dead by the end. I hope everyone had a happy holidays, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Stay notable.